courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Mayor Fay. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or it'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Mayor Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Well, very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. All burps. Sorry. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. Still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Mayor Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mayor Fay, and a lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mayor Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mayor Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Hey, Mayor just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works. It's worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Okay, I want to press this. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call from a customer at the Great Water Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if I did much, though. Right, please continue. Miss Mayor Fay and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix. Right. I immediately arrested Miss Mayor Fay. Why, we had... Oh. Wait. Hold it just a second. Yeah? If I heard you correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Wrong person. Yes. Nope, wrong. Sorry. I've got the other... Oh. I got the order of things mixed up on my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the sculpture, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the words Mayor was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence, said Dick. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why don't you testify about the vital piece of evidence in the first time? The first time. Not in the first place. I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it. Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay, this one what happens if I'm doing this? Can I present this? Uh-oh. Shit. Okay, I thought maybe... Found a memo written... press. Oh, maybe I should have pressed. Next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Killer. Anyone can see that. Anyway. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order of you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. And it was the words Mayor was written clearly in blood. Show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, she wrote the killer's name. What's this whole testimony? Okay, there has to be some contradiction in there somewhere. Wait a sec. I know what it is. It's this one because it says death was instantaneous. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. Mia Fey was before then, Mia Fey was anyway. That's really what you're saying. What? That isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to blow from blunt object. She died immediately. But no but-ing your way out of this one, Detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being? That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from the blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Mayor. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? Joshie, Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. The reason could, what reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy? Mr. Wright, the defense will retain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Oh, no matter, Your Honor. Oh, wrong button. Mr. Wright, say what you will, this evidence is still, in this report, is still undeniable. I don't know if that was the word. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was indefinitely the killer. Strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's obvious. Conclusion? Yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call the next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May. Oh my god, Jiggles. At your service. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Is it wanton winking? Anyway. Aww. Yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the hearts of every man in this courtroom. She may have said wink, actually. Tell us, where were you on the night, September 5th, when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across the from Fay & Co. law office. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, like,
dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman...
Listen to my voice there.
Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
I hope her tits explode when she gets proven wrong.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony, even if I can't speak normally. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Oh, wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, don't you? No, you're firm.
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy. Were you not? You must know her technique as well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey! How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes. I'd gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. That woman, dodged to the side on the presses.
She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack. Please continue your testimony. It's fuck all. But the girl, she caught her, and she... Oh, I want to read this. I want to press this. I want info. How did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, Archie, first of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point.
Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that...
You're lying.
Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes. What is the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Mayor Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say? You mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock? The Thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been this detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay, if it ran off to the right... Let me just press this for a second. Is that right as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the guy... Let's change after. Okay, I want it then... Okay, ran off to the right. But if she ran off to the right... If she ran off to the right, you wouldn't have seen it, correct? Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence, does it? Ah. See, this is where I lose it in some of this game. Because the way I'm thinking doesn't always link with the way the game's thinking. Yeah, I guess that works. I mean, I guess what I was saying is, I guess it works giving, like, assuming the witnesses are always truthful and the victim's always guilty. But I think they try and put them in a situation where you just generally could assume they would assume. But anyway. God damn it. Okay, let me just look at my evidence for a second. Okay. Wait. Is this seriously going to be wrong again? Okay, I was thinking that the glass was on the left side, not the right. Cute. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up in like a bun.
What happened then?
And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it.
Where did the weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it? How would she know it's a clock? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Lawyer?
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Oh. Another person in much of the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh! Oh my god. I need a bottle of water. Christ's sake. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes, and that's all the importance here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And, as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, What happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. Oh, wrong voice. What happens now is you would answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the lawyer's office of Fay & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law office of Fay & Co. where the murder took place. Speaking of time and place, it's medication time. It is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question could have rung. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see? Anything interesting, Your Honor? It's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clock removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That is true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the clockwork, when the clockwork was removed? Impossible. Of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I shall show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is click A, sorry. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working, that's lame. I had to take out the clockwork, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 AM. Oh god, I hate that bit. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defendant have any objections? Yes. The witness claimed she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts the piece of evidence already submitted to the court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. The contradicting music. Oh god. Unbuttoned shirt for this. Hey Victor. Welcome in. Thanks Em for the raid. Is that yay, nay? Is this lower than I had it before? Don't remember. Mashu. How are we? Okay, now where was I? Hey. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made the clock. Only two exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in the police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Oh yeah, Ebony and Social. I was lurking in there. Fuck. Just sat back down. Oh shit, my foot. Oh gosh. Poppy and Peppers, what a night! Well, thank you as well, Social, and thank you, Mashu. Did I mustn't have had it this far undone before, did I? I don't remember. Yay, leave it, or do it up. That's right, I need the exercise. Said, more exercise, the better. Mashu still hasn't fucking answered me. I think it came undone while dancing, but it can stay. What was I doing? Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuses not on sale today. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Silly me. Did I, lose it? I
Yes, I did.
To the physics. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how do you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defendant have any opinions on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth in the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it. The witness had never heard the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way that she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The tap. Have a look at this. Oh, I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fay's phone. Why, were you not? Oh. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove the thing. Did the victim even say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. She just says, statue, the thinker, there's a clock. No, okay, cool. It is this because I don't want to screw up. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. What's up? Haven't heard from you in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold for me. Again, what is... It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's not fair! All of you are ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it? That sounded like a baby. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. She couldn't have done it if she was across the street, but why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking
I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee.
Think I'm making it up? Ask the bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless a time is made to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something.
Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling the witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent, and thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. This is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious on that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Give up or accept the condition? Okay, I guess I'm accepting it. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except, oh, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness's testimony. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. I think I've given 2 people the same voice.
The tea set looks rather heavy. So, without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very well, sir. I am the head bellboy at the Gateway Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I believe the iced coffee to... and I delivered the iced coffee to the guest, Miss May herself.
He's not even looking at her face. How does he know it's her? I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, I'm ready.
There. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, May will be finished.
Okay, first I'm going to do some pressing. Let's get some info here if they give me any. What exactly is it you do at the hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I check in guests, check out guests. I clean rooms, I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? I want the men to have just as much jiggle physics, thank you. Mr. Wright, you will refrain from answering frivolous questions. That's wrong anyway. I don't need to say that word again. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. More pressing. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her sunny radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes. What then? Them. Oh, he's talking about titties. I'm just going to keep pressing. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9. The time of the murder. This is actually going to backfire. Fuck off. Am I just doing... Oh, I hate this. Precisely 9 then. Precisely. Exactly. And most definitely. Sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be bought then. Oh, bellboy, I'd like the iced tea at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about time? I'll press again. I'm almost finished. Are you sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolute, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're very certain? Well, when I bought the room service, sir, the guests, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But I'm not French, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanour, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing here. Is that it? Finally, you understand. This bellboy has no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? Protest? Wait! Please wait! Yes. Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on too long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him? He said them when we checked in. He could be talking about a titties or another person. Bed making. He made the bed, so he would have seen if there were 1 or 2 people sleeping in it, I guess. I don't know. He said them, but he blushed, so I'm thinking of titties. room service, we've talked about that. I'm going to ask about the bed making because it said it was freshly made and if there were 2 people sleeping there. Bed making. Tell me about making beds that day. I was wondering what you were going to ask, but bed making? A new low. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. The witness will answer the defense's questions. Yes, well, it was quite like any other day's bed making. I changed the sheets, the pillowcases, and then I proceeded to make the bed. I had to bring pillows for 2, of course, but they're quite light, you see. Ah, here we go. I see, thank you. Pillows for 2. Bellboy. Oh, bellboy. What did you just say? Yes, pillows are light. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. I'm mixing up all the voices now. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. That was wrong again. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Oh, yes, quite indeed. It was a good barrister, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You're fool. I've done it. I've won. Objection. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you bought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Why wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... The man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh, Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss May was taping the victim's phone. Tapping. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Stop. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defendant's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today. Oh, all today for the trial of May Fay. Court is adjourned. September 7, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant's Lobby number 1.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, the other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so, not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodging an attack then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay. I don't know how much good this will do at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright. I am going to leave this one here. It is just after midnight, which is fine. And I could go longer, but with so much reading and me doing more voices, which actually I'm enjoying. I know they're not the best, and I can own that, but I'm enjoying doing different voices and practicing doing more. So, because I enjoy doing that, I'm just usually really embarrassed. So I will be ending here. Let me see who's online. That's my own face.